Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast.
I'm Moshe Kasher.
And I'm Mrs. Moshe Kasher.
Ooh, I love the sound of that.
Thank you.
Natasha, how are you doing?
I'm good.
We got into a little fight last night, and I would love to hear what our listeners think about this.
I don't think this was probably my best moment.
Oh, you have you come to admit? Interesting, you could admit it on the podcast, but not to me.
Well, it doesn't. Here's the thing. I probably didn't handle it in the right way, but I'm still incensed by it.
You are still angry, even though you're
not angry. I still have the same feeling that I had from what I told you.
Well, here was the situation. Every single night, Natasha comes when we get home. We went on a date last night, and every single night when Natasha comes home after we go out on the town, she goes into her bathroom for approximately, would you say, 15 minutes?
Yeah, like I floss my teeth and take off my eye makeup.
Right. She's good. That's pretty much standard issue timing when she gets home. She goes into the bathroom. She does her makeup.
Okay, Moshe.
I'm just saying I have 15 minutes where I'm not doing that because I'm not a fussy woman. And I'm just like, I plop onto the bed. I don't floss my teeth. I haven't in over a decade. And I leave my eye makeup on. Okay. So I'm on the bed and I started, as I often do, because Natasha's doing her thing, I started an episode of Star Trek.
I just feel like every time you sit on the bed, you're watching Star Trek.
Yeah. So I have 15 minutes to kill.
But the vibe of Star Trek is like a turnoff to me.
Well, this is what she said. She comes in from the bathroom and says, "Oh, are you finishing something up? Are you finishing an episode up or something?" And I go, "What? No. I'm watching this while I wait for you to come in from the bathroom." And she goes, "Oh, did you want me to go downstairs and just watch something by myself?" I go, "No." And then we got into a fight.
Okay, here's the thing. I guess I'm just saying there are certain things that you should watch in private.
Okay, well, that's totally...
because you're like...
arbitrary and judgmental.
No, you're just like...
drying up the pussy?
You're turning the whole space into like there's like monsters talking to each other on TV in like funny sunglasses.
Here's what it comes down to.
And I can't really deal with that.
Here's what it comes down to.
That's not what I want to surround myself with.
But you weren't in the room.
But I was kind of. I could hear it. And I was
right.
like...
So here's what it comes down to. I was killing time watching Star Trek, waiting for Natasha to come into the bedroom so we could watch something together or make vicious and aggressive love. And she was offended or turned off or upset that I was watching something she didn't like while she wasn't in the room. My take on this is...
it's important to note that this is the bedroom.
This is our bedroom. My take on this is it's none of her business what I'm watching when she's not there. And she basically scolded me, and I turned Star Trek off, and I just stared at my phone for 15 minutes waiting for her to come to bed.
It's also important to note that the bathroom and the bedroom are very close to each other.
Sure. Natasha's perspective, if I could, is that
maybe no one will agree with me.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Natasha's perspective, if I could, correct me if I'm wrong, is that I should have known better than to put something that turn-offy on after a date. I should have continued to set the mood or something like that. Like I should have been watching a Morris Chestnut film. Right? Would you say that?
Or, what could have been cool is if you were looking for something that we might enjoy to watch together.
So while you're...
instead of automatically...
While you're taking your mascara off, I should be flicking through titles, seeing if there's something that my lady love would like.
That would be cute.
Okay, weigh in. Listener, help me out.
I mean, not every night, but
on date night.
On the only date night we've ever really attempted in the past many months.
So, is there an unspoken rule that on date night?
No, I don't want to call it. It's just any night, I guess.
Any night now?
No, I don't know. Just nights that are devoted
you're losing confidence, huh?
I was better when you were saying what I thought.
That's the thing that I get frustrated.
Oh no, is it okay to have in the bedroom something that your partner kind of makes them seethe? But I purposely didn't.
Star Trek makes you seethe?
Well, I'm just so familiar. I would rather choose what I'm around at night, and I feel like every night.
Important point.
No, but every night when I come into the bedroom. No, return to the
Yeah.
bedroom
Yeah.
with my ablutions completed, there's Captain Picard. Like, why is he always there?
But
That's not what I choose to have in my bedroom every night.
First of all, Captain Picard was very sexy, and I feel like that
he
does set a
is
mood.
sexy, and if you invited Patrick Stewart over, that would be cool. At night.
But instead, I invite him in a spaceship.
In the spaceship.
But don't I, when you come in the room, stop Captain Picard and flick it to something
Not
else?
always. No,
Come
Mosh.
on.
No.
Most of the time?
I just think there's a pervasiveness, is that the right word, of Star Trek in the bedroom. There's something about that is just set me off.
I'm trying to boldly go where no man has gone before. Okay? And Natasha, I think you're wrong here. It's not, I was doing my own thing waiting for you. I can't be in the bedroom waiting, anticipating your mascara completion and then having something on that turns you on like a Julian Fellows dainty British.
Listen, you do you.
No, that's the opposite.
But maybe
of what
not
you're
in
saying.
the bedroom.
You're saying don't do you.
No, do it, but just not so I can hear it.
That's not doing me. All right. Listen.
I'm sorry. This was a very personal fight that I'm,
not happy I brought up.
It's okay. I just hope that I don't know. It's challenging.
To live with a Trekkie?
All right. Well, listen, why don't we
hear some secrets?
Hear some secrets.
Hey, Moshe and Natasha. Love your podcast. Big fan. So I'm a 28-year-old. I don't have any kids, and I'm not planning on having kids soon. But for some reason, I enjoy watching birth blogs on YouTube. Apparently, it's a big genre on YouTube. For some reason, people enjoy recording their whole labor and uploading it online. And I'm a big fan. I love watching them. I've probably watched like 30 birth vlogs. My YouTube is always suggesting them. I don't know. I don't tell anyone because I find it really, really weird. So anyway, that's my secret.
So you watch people live streaming their births.
Is that what it is?
That's what a birth vlog.
The baby coming out?
You don't know what a birth vlog is?
No, I've never heard of a birth vlog. Wait, it is in fact of the birth?
Yeah, it may not be like graphic, but it's like people's journey. I wish I had a vlog of my birth.
I don't.
That would be so cute.
A birth vlog?
I wish I had a birth vlog.
Would you rather, let me ask you a real quick.
As long as you're not masturbating to it, I think it's okay.
Let me ask you a real quick question.
Yeah.
Would you rather on a date night come into Captain Picard or me jerking off to a birth vlog?
I mean, obviously Captain Picard, honey.
Thank you. Thank you. I rest my case. Let's hear another secret.
Hi, guys. So I have a secret. I feel like it's not an intentional dirty secret, so it just kind of happened, and I obviously wasn't going to tell anyone. But my brother and his wife are staying with me and my boyfriend while they get moved into a new city. So it has been taxing to live with them. They are not very clean. There's always kind of a thin layer of egg all over the kitchen all the time, and it fucking drives me crazy. But so I have a specific pan, it's a pot really, that I use to boil my Diva cup and butt plugs and dildos, just anything like that. It's just a designated pot that I use. So it's not for food, it's not for anything. However, I came into the kitchen yesterday and noticed that my sister-in-law was making food in that pot. It's obviously boiling water, so it's clean. But it just seems wrong, and I just kind of enjoyed watching that happen. But anyway, I hope that doesn't make me a bad person. I think I'm a pretty okay person. I'm doing a good deed during the house. But anyway, I love you all. I hope you recovered from COVID. I flew all the way to Austin to see you all, and then you got COVID, and I was so sad. But I did get to see you guys on Thursday. So anyway, love the pod. Bye.
Wait, so she did see.
I know.
She saw the
like
show.
A sob story. She did a lot of hard turns in this secret.
Wait, I just love the idea of her yelling across the kitchen, like, "Wait, stop! That's for my butt plugs.
That pot's for the butt plugs, brother."
You can't say it.
No, you can't. And you know what? I love the idea that rather than have an open conversation about them being cleaner, she just looked at them cooking in the butt plug pot and was just like, this is a good enough punishment.
How do you get a thin layer of egg all over everything?
Great question. Probably from your Diva cup, if you know what I'm saying.
Wait, so you know what she said that I wanted you to pay attention to, Moshe?
Yeah.
She said there's a designated pot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I keep telling you about the dog food. You like use all of our nice cutlery to stick into the dog food all the time. So like every fork and every spoon has like
the
dog food on it.
Are you missing a part of that story though, Natasha?
What?
That you have abdicated 100% of the dog care, dog food, dog medication to me in the last year. And
so I just have to live with the way you do it. That's fair.
That's kind of my take on this.
All right. That's not bad. It's weird to use your cutlery, your nice brass cutlery.
You know what I'll do is I'll start using your butt plugs. How many butt plugs would you say you have, Natasha?
I have never used one. I mean, I've used one on someone, but maybe.
Have you used a butt plug?
On someone.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm not exactly.
What person did you use a butt plug on? First and last name, just out of curiosity. Were they in the public eye? All right. Shall we play one more secret?
If you insist.
Hey, Natasha. Hey, Moshe. A couple years ago, I was an intern at a super conservative magazine in New York, and I'm like as lib as you can get. And so I would do a lot of stuff for them. I was like undercover, like a left-wing person. So Fox News would call and ask to have an on-air interview with one of our editors a lot. And I would just say like, oh no, they're not in today, even though they would be in. And I would just do everything I could to make it impossible for Fox News and all these other conservative outlets to talk to us and do that kind of thing. So yeah, they can go fuck themselves. They did a lot of racist stuff and told me that trans people are crazy. So yeah, I don't care. They were dumb. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well,
she's cool.
You made a big difference, lady, I'll tell you, because Fox News, right around that time, stopped pushing that kind of propaganda, and it was probably because they were unable to get through to your editor. So
no, but I think it's cool. Like any little bit she can do.
A little bit of sabotage. You know that there's people doing the opposite thing in progressive publications, right?
So you're saying sabotage in general is not good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not scolding. This is a no judgment zone. I think that it's funny. I actually think it's funny. That's what's most important here. Is these teeny little petty wars of attrition that actually in the long run mean nothing but make you feel a little better about taking a paycheck from.
But why do you think
Fourth Reich magazine?
I see. Even because it's also not good to do stuff like that.
No, I'm not. I don't have an opinion.
All right. Well, I think it's cool.
I think you're cool, even though you don't like the coolest television program that's ever been made. If you'd like to leave us a deep, dark secret, give us a call, 213-222-8608, or email us.
Wait, what happens? They're just living on a spaceship?
Yes, honey. They're on a continuing mission to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
But it's like so sedate. Like it's so...
Yes, that's why I watch it at night before I go to bed.
All right.
It's a calming influence. You just don't get it, honey. It's like, think of it like aristocratic British poetry for you. But for me, that's what it does. It's soporific. It makes me ready for bed.
Well, you also watch it in the day.
We're also on Instagram, apple.co/endlesshoneymoon, and YouTube. You can find us all episodes on the YouTube. And Natasha, pre-order her book. It's available for you. Go to her Instagram, and she'll tell you how.
All right. Well,
peace.
Peace to you. Peace be with you too.
And I love you.
I love you too.